Hello family, I hope that you're all doing well and managing to cope with the current state of the world. Today we are doing things a little bit different. That means I'm not alone. Technically I am, but my friend Bibi will be on the other side of the Zoom call. That's why I have all my ingredients prepared in advance. Before we get into that, I want to share with you an experience which keeps reoccurring. People always ask me, Jane, when did you start cooking? Well, as I mentioned to you when I started this channel, as a child I loved watching my older brother cook, and I fell in love with the art. What I didn't tell you is how this love was deepened. So, I will tell you that story today as I cook with Bibi. Even though the world is currently in chaos and facing crisis both due to coronavirus and even more deadly virus of hate and racism, Bibi and I thought we should use this time learning new recipes. Even though we could not be in the same place due to lockdown, I sent Bibi a list of ingredients I needed her to get so that we can get cooking.
Literally went everywhere. Nobody has black salt in Durban. Nobody. I went. I got this, but I know you were looking for the one that tastes eggy.
It was not the easiest task, but in the end, we managed to save the day. Please also do check out her YouTube channel. She also shares amazing plant-based recipes and Christian-based content. So like I promised that I'll tell you more about where my love for cooking was deepened, here it is. At a really young age, just like many families in my home country Rwanda, our family also was faced with a tragedy. My siblings and I lost both our parents, and we also found ourselves in a foreign country as refugees. The oldest among us was 17. I was the youngest and I was only 9 years old. It felt like it was just 4 of us against the world. As we tried to survive in a refugee camp, my oldest sister and my oldest brother had to find a way of keeping food on our non-existing table. And I had to make sure that I put whatever they brought back with them to a good use. This is where creativity in the kitchen really began. When I said that we didn't have much, I'll be putting it mildly. We were just lucky if they got back with anything at all. At that time, I still didn't know much about cooking, but I quickly learned that cooking is about following a concept and creating your own masterpiece.
Show me the drip with a spoon. Wow. No. Mine is very thick.
How does it taste?
Sweet?
No, it shouldn't be sweet. It should be tasting like eggs. Mine tastes exactly like eggs.
The coconut oil makes mine taste like coconut yogurt.
Oh no! You use the normal coconut oil.
You didn't say! But Jane. You never said not normal coconut oil. But I've made coconut almond yogurt.
Look, I didn't want any coconutty taste in there. Disguise it, like make sure it's not there. I should have told.
I'm gonna try and hide it with some seasoning.
Yes.
It's strong. But I'm getting a little bit of eggy, but just teeny.
As Bibi and I go through this process of improvising and making do, that is one thing I want you to remember. Because at the end of the day, I want you to create your own masterpieces. I want you to create your own recipes using the concept that I give you, not necessarily making it exactly the way I did. Let's go back to the story. As cooking became more of a responsibility instead of a discovery, I began to resent the whole concept. I ended up doing it out of duty instead of love.
But it's very smooth. I'm impressed with how smooth this is.
I can see. That is, you see the consistency you have right now?
Yeah?
Is the consistency I want at the end.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
This continued even in my 20s, until one day I came across a powerful quote from one of my favorite authors, Ellen White. She said, "Let not the work of cooking be looked upon as a sort of slavery. What will become of those in our world if all who are engaged in cooking should give up their work with their firmly excuse that it is not sufficiently significant? Cooking may be regarded as less desirable than some of other lines of work, but in reality, it is a science in value above all other sciences. Thus God regards the preparation of healthful food. He places a high esteem of those who do faithfully service in preparing wholesome, palatable food. The one who understands the art of properly preparing food and who uses this knowledge is worthy of a higher commendation than those engaged in any other line of work. This talent should be regarded as equal in value to 10 talents, for its right use has much to do with keeping the human organism in health, because so inseparably connect with life and health. It is the most valuable of all gifts. No matter how you look at it, cooking is essential. It is a practice of transforming something into something else. It is both an art and a science. By now, if you are still not sure of how powerful and essential cooking skills are, I'm afraid you missed that lesson during quarantine. I like how Chimamanda Ngozi puts it when she said, "I never thought it made any sense to leave such a crucial thing, the ability to nourish oneself, in the hands of another." Just also another quick, interesting realization from the Bible. It was Jacob's cooking skills that bought him his brother's birthright. It was the same cooking skills that got him his father's blessing. You may say to me, "Jane, but he used it as a tool of deception." Yes, he did. But that is because it was so important both for Isaac and for Esau. Otherwise, it would not have been used as a tool of deception. Even though it was used as a tool of deception, this is not always the case. It will not only get you out of trouble, but it will feed and nourish you, and you will not have to depend on anyone else to do it for you. I really hope and pray that these conversations and these recipes have been useful to you. And if so, please do share with others so that they can also come and share in the blessing. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Also comment and like. I want to hear from you. I want to have an idea of what you expect of me.
Now it's taste time.
So here's a bite. I love the tofu.
Yeah, it's a bite.
It is. It's like eating something. Usually tofu is like a little tasteless, bland. Where have you been hiding this? This is so good. The sauce is good. It's like cheesy, creamy.
You feel like it's melting in your mouth.
I am impressed.